Hello. This is my first actual live study with me. Like I've done live time and made it into videos, but I've never actually live streamed. I am still trying to work out the best angles so that you guys can see me. I might actually drop this down. I decided to put my laptop on my textbook holder, but I realized the angle's a bit too steep because I'm trying to work out the best way for you guys to see me studying here. Yay. Okay. So I've set up everything I need. It doesn't make any difference. I'm going to let people on Instagram know that I'm on live here. It is going to be genuinely studying, so not that interesting unless you're watching it back after. The lighting is so bad. I really don't know what to do about this. Anyway, let me let Instagram know and then I'll be back. Wow, that's hot. Sorry, random TikTok. I got distracted. How do I do this? Currently live on YouTube. I think I will schedule these a bit more because I just randomly say I'm going on live and then I go on live. And then the idea of a live is to actually interact with people. Oh, well, I didn't think this through well enough. Anyway, let me get to studying. I've actually been listening to this really good French podcast. I listened to one about robotics and it's really cool. I don't know if you guys have been here for long enough, but I have this, hi, people came. I have this work experience vlog. Hi, Amma, hi, Trinity. And essentially you can see, screenshot. You can see me with a robot, and the podcast was about that robot, which was really, really cool. I listened to another podcast. I can't even remember what it was about, but it was about linguistics, but it was in French. So I was like, whoa, my mind is so powerful. Hey, girl. Hey, do you have any tips for year 12s at the moment? Is that Malika? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Hi. My chair makes weird noises. Sorry. Do you have any tips for your talk? Let me think about that 1 second. Let me just use my brain cells. Tay, I miss you. I love you. Do you know what's crazy? It's literally on my whiteboard right there. On my to-do list is to call you after this. I'm not kidding, Tay. It's literally written down. I have a new whiteboard now, so now I have multiple whiteboards. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'm in year 12. I'm just not motivated. You're not the only one. Planning on revising you. Thank you. After I talk for a bit, I'm genuinely going to study. I am doing kinetics in chemistry and equilibria. What I'm realizing, because I've told you guys I have my live stream lessons. I do take them seriously, but it's so easy to get distracted. Just mute the microphone and go and do my own thing. And I teach myself anyway. So I'm just like trying to focus in class because yesterday in maths, I was really watching K-dramas and I was like, and what? It's the end of term. But yeah, tips for year 12s. I don't even know. I wasn't motivated at first. And then UCAT sent out the email. They were like, you're still doing the exam. And I was like, okay. I guess I need to be motivated because I really thought I got away with it. I genuinely thought they cancelled the exam, but no. What else? I think it's hard to stay motivated at home, but I literally watch those cheesy videos like student motivation. If you don't work, no one else will. And like Ibsmo made this video as well. He was like, someone has to fail A-levels. Don't let it be you. And I was like, wow, that's really wow. What else? Have a routine, wake up early and self-discipline. So work out and stuff, practice discipline. I wake up 6 a.m. every day, might sleep in till 6:30 on a Friday, but I'm still up early. I go on a run, I still work out. I still try to study. Like I'm still doing 8 hours a day, even if I mess around in my online classes. I'm actually doing the work regardless. It was actually funny because in one of our lessons, like the teacher's Wi-Fi was down, so we were in a separate group chat and we were just chatting absolute nonsense. Planning on revising with you now. I genuinely love you so much, Tate. I miss you. Yes, saying Malika might as well revise with her. Should I still prepare for BMAT at UCAT? Yes. They're still happening. BMAT is not impacted. BMAT is going to deal with it if you don't deal with it. UCAT, yeah, they said they've moved it backwards. I'm in a medical group chat with other students, and essentially, one of my friends said that UCAS have said they may move the deadline for medicine from October to November, and I don't care so long as they don't change the date for BMAT, point blank period, because I planned May the 4th, we apply for our UCAT, November the 5th, we sit our BMAT, and that is the end of applying to medicine. But no, they want to ruin my plans. Miss Rona just wants to move a bit mad. But yeah, the exams for medicine are still happening. LMAO, I saw that email. I was like, because I don't know who UCAT really thought they were. I was like, oh, I don't have to revise anymore. I did your 8 hours a day plan and it worked so well. That's awesome. That's actually so awesome. I'm doing dentistry and I was told to still study for my, it's actually unfortunate. I really thought exams were cancelled, meant exams were cancelled. And then look at me, I'm a clown. They cancelled exams just before Chinese because you guys know I've been studying for a year 12 Chinese and then like year 13 for my other subjects, but no. So I was looking at my Chinese textbook like, wow, we spent so much time together for what? For what? How do you know when the UCAT is? Google. You can book it online. I can't even tell you anything about UCAT because it's all cancelled anyway. You're meant to book on May the 4th at your local exam centre where you would take your driving test. And then between June and I don't even know, October, I didn't look at the end of the deadline because for Oxbridge people, it's a bit different. You have to do it in June so that you get it out the way before BMAT. But yeah, you're meant to do it over the summer and then apply to med school. But obviously, Miss Rona has changed our plans. Hi, Angie, how are you doing? I was wondering, I was going to start chemistry. I actually do need to start studying the UCAS website. No, UCAT have their own website. UCAT have their own website. I might make a video about medicine because I realize a lot of people don't know where you can find these things. I don't know if you know the medic portal. If you don't know the medic portal and you're applying for medicine or dentistry, I give you permission. Leave my live, go to the medic portal, please. But they had an event at a school and I went to the event. It's my medic portal vlog and I got some really useful information so I can pass that on to you. But most of the stuff is honestly on their website. Can anyone join the medical group chat you were on? No, I'm sorry. It's for students in my school. I'm in 2 medical group chats actually. One is for students in my school. The other one is for access to uni thing that I got into. I could make one for all of us, but I'm not sure how effective that would be because I feel like the community tab and my DMs is the best way to move. But nah, everything's just changed. I've realized I blend in with the background so much, but the lighting in my room is so bad because my window is here and my study is here and the lighting on top, it's not coming through. It really isn't. Well, I hope you guys are okay. I'm gonna see if this is gonna let me, but normally I play ballads, lo-fi music in the background. Am I still streaming? I'm still streaming. I feel like I have this problem every time I stream. But YouTube have like updated everything, so it looks a bit weird and I'm struggling. Whoa, this is crazy. I can see that I'm streaming. Whoa. Okay, lo-fi study with me. If I study beats, I actually listen to a lot of like instrumental BTS. And recently I've been listening to gospel music while studying maths. And I think it's helped. I think Jesus is actually with me. There's an angel by my side when I do maths. It's maybe I'm being too, what's it called? Superstitious, but I believe that the angels of maths are helping me because maths was a struggle. Like I started off with U's and in my last test I got an A. I'm actually a serious candidate now, but it's my own fault for not paying attention in class. Literally, like 3 other people want to do medicine in my school. Well, we have a lot of people who want to do medicine in my school, but I think we also have, I don't know how, it's not as big as the college, but the 6th form is still a decent size. I think it also depends on what your school did, because in my last school, it was a language school. So they had lots of people who wanted to study languages, business, that kind of stuff. This school, they're big on science. So should we start learning year 13 now because we're not going back into, I don't know. I'm about to start year 13 because in school we finish the year 12 content. But if you've not finished the year 12 content, there's no reason to start the year 13 content because it builds on the year 12 content. I'm so sorry for anyone who's not live streaming this because I realize how bad the quality is going to be. My camera's over there. If I work out how to live stream with that camera, everything's going to change, like I promise you. But yeah, it really depends on what your school are doing. Every school is different. Even in like biology, I mentioned it in my biology and my BMAT study with me. We didn't even go in chronological order in the textbook. Like, I keep all my textbooks here. They're so heavy. You know what? One of these days I'm going to work out with these textbooks because they're actually too heavy. Sorry, that's my chair you're hearing. So instead of going like from front to back, we went from middle to front because my school wanted to do that. I don't know. How can I stand out as a medical applicant? This is becoming very medical. Give me a second to sip my tea, and I still need to study. This tea is impeccable. I mixed teas. I've become a tea connoisseur. I've mixed raspberry tea with peach tea and a little bit of something else that I can't say in case my sister watches. This is actually my secret recipe, but like, ooh. As a medical candidate, woo. Sorry, I took too big of a gulp and it burned me from the outside in. Do I want the lights on or do I not want the lights on? That's the real question. To stand out, I don't know. It really depends on your med school. So once again, go to the Medic Portal's website. They have really useful tools to help you work out things. Another thing is you need to be strategically applying. If you have bad GCSE results, and I don't mean bad, I mean bad in a medical sense, in the nicest way possible, but if you're getting 6s and 7s, not 8s and 9s, don't apply to a school that care about GCSEs, because if they care about GCSEs, they won't consider you. So for example, let's say there's University of Sticky Notes and University of Highlighters. University of Sticky Notes care more about your GCSEs. So if you're getting 6s and 7s, don't apply there. But University of Highlighter care more about your UCAT scores, so apply there. Because universities look at 4 things. They look at your aptitude test, so BMAT or UCAT. They look at your personal statement, your GCSEs, and your A-levels. Those are the 4 things. And then work experience if it's Kiel, but Kiel's a special one. Those are the 4 things they look at in a different order. So it could be A-levels, then aptitude test, then personal statement, then GCSEs. It could be in any order. You need to go on their websites and they will let you know what they look at and how they look at things. And in the Medic Portal comparison chart, which you can make by putting universities in, it helps you know. So you apply to the right schools. So before you even stand out, make sure you're making strategic applications. With me, I got really good GCSE results. My A-level results are predicted to be good. And I know my personal statement bangs because I'm a writing person. I love writing. Will my aptitude test be the best? I don't want to say. I don't want to jinx it. So I'm less likely to apply to a school like Sheffield, who really care about aptitude tests, but I'm more likely to apply to somewhere like Manchester because they care more about GCSE. So that's the first thing. The next thing to stand out is to actually have proof. You can say I'm proactive, but what? We had someone come in from another university to school to like coach us on this. There's a sheet over there. Actually, no, I moved the sheet down here. If I can get it out in time, I'll show you guys. No, I've reorganized everywhere. I don't know where it is. But you can't just say I'm proactive, say I'm proactive. And proof of this is the fact that I run Chinese club at school. I volunteer, I this, I that. If you're going to a Russell group, to a research heavy school, you can't just say I'm interested in stuff. What stuff are you interested in and what proof is there? Have you listened to a lecture about it? You can't just say something and not back it up essentially. What is your routine nowadays? My routine nowadays is wake up at 6 a.m. and then I will stretch. I will do some Bible study with my dad. So that's been nice. I've been able to spend more time with him. Then I will go on a run. I'll do about 1 kilometer. But the way I run, there's a little bit, I don't want to say it's sketchy, but sometimes when I'm running, I'm like, ooh, I'm actually a young woman. So I've not been running as far because I'm not trying to get kidnapped. Then when I come back, I will have breakfast. I will probably watch a K-drama for about 10 minutes. And then I was actually watching a K-drama just before this. I'm actually on edge because basically, I don't know if you've watched Walk of Love. This woman gets on my nerves because how are you cheating on your husband before you even got with your husband? And she aborted the baby without telling him. Sorry, that's a huge spoiler. It's not like anything to do with the main plot, but she's actually got me feeling some type of way. So I literally turned off the TV as he was storming to go and see her. But the thing is, she was cheating on her husband with his boss. She's a snake. That's what I'm saying. But where was I going with this? What were we talking about? My routine. Oh, yeah. So watch a K-drama for 10 minutes and I'll have a shower, get ready. I did try wearing makeup, like at the start of this, because my school closed before schools officially closed, because where we are, West Midlands, we got a lot of Rona here. So I was already calm. We already had live lessons anyway. So I gave up on makeup, no makeup, but I will do my hair. I did box braids whilst watching an Indian movie. It was Telugu, like my best friend Sahi from the Oxford vlog. I'm really bad at staying on track, you guys. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So then at 8 a.m. I will start studying. I'll do 8 hours. I will do 4 hours and a 1 hour lunch break, then 4 hours, and then chill for the evening. I have other things I'm working on. So now I have more free times. I can try and collaborate with more brands. I'm talking to a couple right now, which is great. You guys saw my collab with Seneca. Make sure you click in the link down below. Go check out Seneca. Seneca is literally on my to-do list over there. I'm meant to be doing Seneca after this live as well. I actually have a Skype meeting with someone after this. So that's exciting. And I spend my evenings with my family, so I might watch a movie with them, do something like that. Hey, Angie. Hey, Julia. Nitya John. OMG, Walk of Love. Yes, Walk of Love. Right. If we're talking best K-dramas and Chinese, in fact, best Asian dramas in general, because I've watched a lot, Walk of Love isn't top 5. It's not top 10, but it's definitely up there. I've been watching these since like 2015, 2016. So it's a difficult one. Itaewon Class, Inheritors, or The Heirs. Why did Netflix change the name? Someone needs to let me know. And Well Intended Love, the Chinese one. Those are top 3 Asian dramas of all time, period. Don't fight with me. Like, no, you can't convince me otherwise. Itaewon Class made me cry. Actually, you know what? Crash Landing Onto You, Netflix again, top 5, not top 3. I cried like a baby. Like, my mom walked in and was like, is everything okay? Because I cried the same way I cried if like someone near me died. Like, I cried aggressively. Anyway, do you have any advice for year 11s? I do. Let me see if I can get it up on my phone, because someone commented about this. Maths. Sorry, I'm not saying don't take maths A level, but I'm saying run away as fast as possible. If I can't find it, I'll just wing it and say it on the spot, because what's happened to my Wi-Fi, you guys? My Wi-Fi is down. Okay. Oh no, I didn't mean to close that tab. Whatever, just close all the tabs. Close all of them. So for year 11, what I would say is, I don't know. I've not Googled what it says for year 11s, but I know what it says for year 13s because I've looked at that. And what they're saying is they'll give you a grade based on a couple different things. I can go into them if you ask me to go into them. If you don't like them, you take your GCSEs next year. So let's say you want to take them next year because you know your mocks were trash and you need to get better. Then keep studying as if you have exams next year. If not, and you want to do something in college, then do some research into that. If you have friends in college, if you have access, contact people and see how you can improve in that. Or if you're going to A-levels expect you to know everything in GCSE. The GCSE content will not be in your specification, but they expect you to know it. That's just how it is. And you might not be a grade 9 full marks person. You might not even know what grade you're getting because we're not doing exams, but you need to know the content. In my biology class, to take an A-level in my school, you have to have gotten a 7 or above in that subject. And we have some of the grade 7 girls in our class and they're doing better than the grade 9 girls because some of the grade 9 girls crammed and the grade 7 girls actually understood the content, but they didn't necessarily know exam technique. So make sure you have a really good grasp of the content, definitely reading your textbooks, watching YouTube videos, doing exam questions. Make sure you understand things. I don't know if you can still order them. Let me get them to show you guys. Oof. I'm back. I'm actually do the most. I actually should have changed because I've kind of lost a bit of weight, so my jeans don't exactly fit me, and I'm really trying my hardest. But CGP lets loads of people have bridging books for A-level. So definitely order one of them, go through that. And then there's other things you can do. You can go to a museum, a gallery. I'm not telling you to leave your house. There's like 3D virtual tours online. You can learn a new language. I have so many videos. I don't know if you can see, but that is some of my language textbooks down there. I counted. I have over 30 of them. Madness. I'm sorry about my chair making noises. Learn how to code. Please learn how to code. If there's one thing that I would push, please learn how to code. It's such an amazing skill. Got my Python textbooks over there. What else can you do? Learn how to cook. Learn something new. Use Duolingo. Spend time with your family. Learn sign language. Hi. Sorry, I'm so proud of that. I have my little sign language textbook down there. You might be wondering how a sign language textbook works. I was confused as well. What else can you do? Read more books. There are loads of online libraries and free libraries where you can get books. That's what I've been doing. If you've seen in community tab, I wrote my first article and it's on HIV/AIDS, and I did that based on a textbook I read, but I read the textbook online. I literally have other articles and textbooks online. kind of like an EPQ, write an independent extended project for yourself. It doesn't have to be an accredited one. Do something fun. Start a business. Get your money. Learn how to trade stocks. Like project a YouTube channel. Become a influencer. You have free time. Live your best life. Be creative. I think being creative is so important. If you're religious, if you're spiritual, spend more time meditating, praying, reading your Bible, reading the Quran, reading your different scriptures, doing puja. Like, live your best life. That's what I'm saying. How do you stand out? How's your routine? I've said about my routine. Walk of life. Any tips for chemistry? This tastes so good. I wish I could give you guys some. Tips for chemistry. If you have Caboodle, use Caboodle course guides. In fact, if you're doing any science, A-level, GCSE, Caboodle course guides your friends. At GCSE, I really didn't use Caboodle like I should have. I really regret that. But now, me and Caboodle, and the website's back up. They put an official statement. They were like, sorry guys, there's too many of you here, but we're ready. We're ready for you to come back. Caboodle is such a good thing. Quizlet, you can find me on Quizlet. I'll leave a link to, I'm going to just leave a permanent link to my Quizlet down below because I get so many DMs, emails, everything. I keep on sending out emails and the link will be down below. Anki is great. Anki works on spaced repetition. They make a really cool graph to show you how well you know things. For organic chemistry, it's my favorite part of chemistry. So it's kind of hard to help you. But yeah, do as many questions, draw out the reactions, the mechanisms. It has been 20 minutes and have I touched my textbook? Let me show you my gorgeous. I was about to say something else. Oh, chemistry is black, biology is brown. Come on, chemistry. Hey, try not to get too excited, but these are my review notes. I did pay extra for a premium notebook because I'm extra, but we move. Let me show you what I did for. There we go. This is so useful for chemistry. If the quality, I realize the quality is not going to be good. You can guess what this is. It's different organic compounds, and those arrows are how you get there and learn those mechanisms, the reactions, everything like that. So from alkyl hydrogen sulfates to alcohols to carbonyls, carboxylic acids, nitriles, everything is right here. Make as many links as possible. If you don't already have a whiteboard, get a whiteboard. They're so useful. I have one on my bed and I have another one down here. They're just great for drawing links and rubbing things out. Yeah, that's what I can say about chemistry. And exam questions. I have a pile. Please don't kill me for being bad on the environment. I'm so sorry. I've got exam question. I feel like an exam question dealer. Like, hi, what would you like? So yeah, do loads and loads of exam questions. That will definitely help you. Yeah, that's my advice for chemistry. Have you watched Descendants of the Sun? I think I watched it a long time ago. I think that's the one with is it like the military dude and there's this girl? She's a doctor, maybe. I might be making it up. I've watched so many, it's hard to remember. The way she threw the oops. The way my mom is dragging me to have to, even me, I need to like brush up on my skills. I'm going to make jollof for my mom tomorrow, fingers crossed, if I wake up on time. I say if I wake up on time as if I don't wake up early. I want to start a channel, but I'm nervous and insecure about. Sis, I'm nervous and insecure about my appearance as well. Believe in yourself, look in the mirror and remind yourself you're actually a bad bee. Like, I think it's natural to be nervous about the way you look, but you need to have some kind of confidence. I just wouldn't want to get discovered at school. When I got discovered at school, I was clowned, but I was already clowned anyway. So I was like, we actually move. And then in my new school, when people found out, people weren't weird about it because another study tuber in the country who's quite big, that person went to my school as well. So they were like, you know what, it's another one, like DJ Khaled, another one. Like, no thanks. Yeah, it's kind of awkward, but it is what it is. And it really depends on your relationship with the people in your school. If you don't vibe with people anyway, it's like, and what? It is what it is. I'm going into year 12 and I don't know what resources I need for college. Please help. Tell me what subject you're doing. I can help. Yes, it is. Has anyone watched Disney Plus? No, but one of my friends, Tootsie from the Q&A, Tootsie has Disney Plus, I'm pretty sure. So I might actually break into her house and steal her Disney Plus. I shouldn't be saying that. I don't actually mean I'm going to break into her house. I'm being sarcastic. Where do you usually get exam questions from? The internet? Anywhere? Just search up OCR, A-level, psychology, exam questions. They'll come up. My parents also, I'm going to do some cooking today. That's awesome. What is sixth form like? Any tips? I need to hurry up because I actually need to study. Sixth form is calm, you know. I don't know if it's just the fact that I like where I am, but I think it's important that if you don't like where you are, move. It's that simple. If you realize you want to go back, you can go back, but please move for the sake of your mental health. Go somewhere you like, go somewhere that supports what you want to do. I got into another sixth form, but those guys, I got into a couple of sixth forms, but one of them, those guys push out more lawyers. I'm not looking for law support. I'm looking for medicine support. So where I'm going is strategic. Don't go based on where your friends go because they may not be your friends tomorrow. Don't ever do anything in life based on your friends. Please, I beg you, live for yourself. Don't start beef for people unnecessarily. This one person did try and start beef for me, but I was like, I'm vegetarian, guys. I can't beef with you. I'm sorry. Like, it doesn't work like that. What else? Just be nice to people, even if they're not nice to you. With me, when people are sending me bad vibes, I just play dumb. I'm like, did you notice something? Because I didn't. Was she trying to throw shit? I didn't hear that. Yeah. Go out of your way to make friends. Definitely make friends in the year above as well, so that they can help you out. If I didn't make friends with people in the year above, I wouldn't have half the resources I have. On that topic, in the description box, you will always find links to Amber's notes. Amber is my friend in the year above, medical girl as well. We love her. And she is selling all of her notes for A-level biology, chemistry, possibly literature as well. She's selling it all online. It'll be linked below. What else about sixth form? Live your best life, but also take A-levels seriously. I feel like until December, so September, October, November, I was like, A-levels, YOLO. Then it hit me. I was like, whoa, it's actually serious. It's an A-level. So do relax and enjoy yourself, but don't relax too much because I found myself scrambling to catch up with all the maths that I didn't really. And then I'm only just catching up with maths. Like I said, I was getting straight U's, and now I'm like, I got 1A. What else about sixth form? Exercise. A lot of people gain a lot of weight, you know, so it depends how you feel about weight loss. It might be a positive thing to gain weight, a negative thing. It's actually up to you. Be punctual, have good relationships with your teachers, put the work in, but also actually relax. Fake relaxing is when you're watching a movie, but also on Quizlet. Like, genuinely, when you relax, unplug and let yourself relax. And that is my tips for sixth form. Be proactive. Go to lectures, go to masterclasses. Obviously, this is when all the social distancing is over. Do MOOCs, online courses. Like, go out of your way to make sixth form what you want it to be. What else? The exam questions you showed, are those for organic only? No. That's for all of A-level chemistry, all of year 12 chemistry. They're not actually that many if you really deep it, because I almost fell out of my chair. You guys understand? The Lord saved me because I could have actually smashed my face. Let me try and find an example. It's like this. There'll be like graphs. Like, there's a lot of extra space papers because I didn't want to go through. It's a big document. I did not want to go through and get rid of everything. And the extra space documents, like all the spare paper that I end up printing, I do reuse it because I don't want to throw just random piece of paper away. What else? Biology, psychology, PE. Wow, you're a science person. Wait, what was the first thing? I'm going to I don't know what resources. Physics and mathstutor.com for A-level biology and psychology. For PE, I can't help you there, but there are online courses on places like Coursera that you can do to help you learning more anatomy, physiology. You can go online and Google different textbooks that you can download. Make sure you learn you've chosen content-heavy subjects. If that's good for you, if that's like what you like, that's great. Make sure you learn your content inside and out. Seneca, I don't know if they have PE yet, but you can request them to do courses. Quizlet, go on Quizlet. Don't ever if you're making new sets on Quizlet, stop it, because someone's already made a set. Go copy and paste it, change it a little bit, and keep on using it. Can I read? I'm a vegetarian. Sorry. A-levels as hard as people say. You know what? I'm not the person to ask because I'm the person who enjoys taking exams. Like, I'm that one person, I didn't study, guys, gets full marks. So I'm not actually that trustworthy. Sorry. But it depends on what you struggle with and who you are. If you struggle with time management, you'll find A-levels easier than GCSEs because I was doing 13 subjects and now I'm doing 3-4 subjects. So it's like, whoa, I have free time. But if you study with motivating yourself, you're going to study. very hard. You have to study because you're going to struggle. If you don't motivate yourself, what are you doing, babes? Please watch my videos, get some help, speak to someone else. It's like you need to sit down, take a personality test, an aptitude test, and see where you struggle, and that is going to determine whether A levels are difficult or not. If you cram for GCSEs, A levels will beat you up. Point blank. Period. It's as simple as that. If you understood your content really well, you're going to be fine. If you like your subject, you're going to be fine. The reason I was crying about maths every other day is because I don't like it. Now I do, but at the start of the year, I was like, I don't want to do this. Mom, I'm scared. I'm so tired. I don't want to do that. Like, don't choose a subject you don't like, because every chemistry lesson, I'm like, and I'm doing A levels because... Make sure you actually have a good reason to do A levels though, because you'll see bare people on your story in college, in sixth form, wherever, all these friends, all of a sudden, oh, I'm dropping out of A levels. Oh, I'm not doing it anymore. Oh, go see my OnlyFans. Oh, I got some uncle. Like, make sure you actually have a reason so you don't end up in a different direction. Enjoy yourself. I know that sounds so weird. I think I'm just accepting I'm actually dark skinned, so you won't be able to see me because I'm wearing black and I have black hair and black hair. If I take the headphones, you can still not see me. Yeah, just enjoy yourself. Like, go to that party, go to the beach with everyone, go to the, like, enjoy life, have a sleep, live your best life, please. Actually live your best life, because you have no responsibilities. Do you have a wife and kids? Do you have a mortgage to deal with? No, you actually don't have any problems. Please relax and enjoy yourself. That's not to minimize problems that we have, because obviously problems are relative, but I'm saying, like, you have less responsibilities, so live your best life. When did the test start in year 12? I don't know how to answer that question. Can you clarify? For me, I had them in the first term, and then I'm meant to have them on June the 15th, but I don't plan on being in school because schools are closed. So I don't know what we're going to do. But a chemistry teacher just emailed us and was like, oh, hi, can you revise all these required practicals until June the 14th, which is meant to be a day before mock starts? And I'm like, is she planning for us to go back to school? I'm doing English lang, media, psychology, politics. I have to read up. That's Julia C. Let me look up Julia C. I'm so sorry, you guys. I actually struggle to read. Ooh, who's texting me? Sorry. I'm doing English lang, media, sociology, politics. What's the name of that website? There's a website I use for GCSE English that do A levels of those subjects. I can see the colors of the website. That's it. Let me check. Let me just check. Let me check for you. As you guys know, I'm the greatest singer of all time. Beyonce could never. Ding ding. I think it's this website. Yes. Can I put comments to, like, can I put things in the chat box to respond to you guys? I'm asking you guys as if you guys know what's going on. Oh, I can. Okay. I sound like my grandmother. I don't know how to. Julia C. Bam. That is a link to a website, and they do literature. So not language, but they do English. They do sociology, politics, poetry, American government, psychology, history. They do a bunch of subjects. So that should be helpful. Who was the study tuber that went to your school? Yes, I'm not saying. I'm not. Don't worry. No. I'm not saying. No. I'm gonna start studying now. No. No, but I was shook because I went to the open day and they had pictures of people on, like, results day, and I was like, whoa. I'm pretty sure did I not see you on my subscription page? But let's get on to my assess homework. Right, okay. Name. Chemistry group. When an aqueous solution of ethanoic acid reacts with magnesium, the process can be recorded. It can be followed using the equipment shown below. Okay. If any of you guys know from going on other lives, is there a way I can, like, put my screen on your screen? Like, is there something I can do? I don't know. I don't know why I'm asking you guys, because you probably don't know, but, like, can I put things on the what is this motion? Can I put things on the screen? Is that possible? Like, I don't know if you've seen that on someone's live. I'll go and Google and go onto YouTube Academy and learn how to do this. Ooh, for the person who was talking about making a YouTube channel, YouTube Academy is really useful. It's like college, but it's YouTube, and they teach you how to do stuff. And then TubeBuddy, that's really good as well. They help you automating things. So, you know, when I upload videos and I don't actually have a description, but I have all my links and everything there, that helps me to automatically just put things there so you guys can, who's messaging me? Can always see stuff. Why would you unsend your message? That's the thing. Because why would you actually unsend? That's actually a pet peeve. Don't unsend messages, please. Me, please. Okay, you guys live your best life. What's going on? I actually don't have the brain capacity to read messages sometimes. I really sit there and I look at it. It's like, even with my textbook, I'll read the same paragraph like 7 times and be like, have I learned anything? Has anything gone into my head? Who finds my host? Oh, that's so wholesome. Kind of want to get TikTok, but not really. Like, I'm actually not that bored. But at the same time, I'm like, ooh, it's an option. What was I doing on my phone? I was meant to get something to show you guys. I get distracted too easily. That's actually a problem. But we move. Anyway. This tea bangs. It really does. Are there any specific things you want me to do lives on, by the way? Because I'm probably going to be live streaming a lot more because I have more free time. Don't, you'll get addicted, lol. I didn't even have Musical.ly or anything. And funnily enough, I knew people who were like TikTok and Musical.ly famous. Like, because I went to a girls' school. So there was a girls' school and there was a boys' school. And there were people from both of them. Like, you know, I've been busy thinking about boys. Boys. Yeah, these boys did it. They actually got TikTok banned in school because they're like, you're not allowed to make TikToks in your uniform. And yeah, they became, at least 2 or 3 of them became like influencers after that. And they got merch and everything. And I was like, shook. Like, I'm actually studying for GCSEs and you're actually getting TikTok famous because what am I doing with my life? What tea is that? It's a mix. I've put different fruits in here. So there's raspberry and peach tea, but I've also put some fruit in here to make it a little bit zingy. But yeah, I know a lot of people who are TikTok famous. And I'm like, wow. We've taken different paths in life because I'm actually sat here struggling over this and you're living your best life. Okay. Volume of, where's my calculator? Centimeters to decimeters. That's divided by 1K. 0.03 decimeters. 0.03 decimeters. Okay. The equation for the reaction between this. Show that it's a... these people don't even put the marks in. Wait, they've actually removed me from the team. That's actually how... Wow. School links. That is not fun. School links. There we go. Ooh, I need to be careful because I almost read out my school website out loud. That would be a bit of a sticky one. A little bit of a sticky one. Teams. Ooh, question. Are you guys... what are teachers doing for you? Are you having work sent to you? Are you having live lessons? Like, what's going on? Because I obviously know not everyone's going to be doing the same as me, especially for creative courses. That's what I'm a bit confused about. Like, how are you going to have an art lesson from home? And like, I'm not sure. I have a lot of questions actually, because I'm actually kind of in my own bubble of like science, languages, medicine, and I don't actually know what the historians and the geographers and the psychologists are doing. Why is my laptop? Why is she moving like this? What is going on? It's actually crashing again. Can you stop? Because you're actually a new laptop. We have Zoom lessons, 90 minutes for Easter. You're having lessons in Easter. For what reason? Man said Easter holiday lessons. Wow. Okay. They're sending PowerPoints and exam questions and packs on Moodle. Moodle. Did I ever use Moodle? My old school used Moodle a lot, but I never really worked out how to use it. It was so bad. That's interesting, you know. I'm going to find someone who I know is doing like a creative course at college and ask what they're doing because I'm actually confused. Oh, mathematics. Am I meant to be? No, I'm meant to be in chemistry. Oh my gosh. So my school, we work on Microsoft. So we have Microsoft Teams. You can do like a meeting there. So the teacher will come on live and then we will be on live and then we can like say questions. Normally I just mute the microphone. I've not been sick all week, hence why I'm sounding a bit sniffy, but I felt so bad because I literally fell asleep in one of my classes. Like I signed in, I turned off the I turned off the camera, I turned off the microphone. I got in bed because I was like, well, I'm cold anyway, so I might as well get in bed. And I was like, okay, I don't need this laptop on my lap. I'll just put it next to me. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just lie down a little bit. I'm still here in class, but I'm just lying down there. And I woke up like 2 hours later and I was like, wow. We really had a double and I was really asleep. Our teachers are putting work on Google Classroom. That's nice. And just told us to do our own revision till Easter. After then, they'll send us the rest of the work. My psychology teacher is setting essays after essay. Wow. Why are people setting so much work? Setting work is good, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, sometimes I'm just like, can I breathe for 10 seconds, please? Let me breathe. Like, who has set me work? To be honest, I think I probably actually got set work in that biology lesson. I will find out from my class. I will literally find out because I've genuinely been so sick all week. Like, I'm surprised I'm on live now. Like, even the live I did earlier in the week with my sister's teacher, because I've been teaching my sister, I went to bed straight afterwards and I was in bed for a few hours, knocked out. Like, I don't know what my body's doing. My immune system is just, she's stressed. She's no. But yeah, okay. Aid of calculation. Show the magnesium isn't access. Remember. Teams. So yeah, we use Microsoft Teams. You can live stream and everything. I don't know if you guys have form or tutor time, but essentially it's like, am I still not in? Wow. Okay, I see how it is. We still have form/tutor time. They just check on our mental health. They're like, hey, how are you doing? And you know what? I thought it would be a bit, but it was calm because in our form, we don't have like people in the same year. So instead of having like year 12 form, year 11 form, we have vertical forms. So in my form, I sit next to a year 7, there's a year 13 over there, there's a year 10 back there, so it's a mixed form. And I was like, we don't really interact. So how is this going to work? But it was actually quite good because form is small. So we got to video chat, see how everyone's doing. And yeah, it's been interesting. Olivia, hi, I'm in year 9. We were supposed to pick options, but my school has the genius idea to wait until after Easter. Now I don't know anything about GCSEs, LMAO. Oh yeah. You guys just saw the process of my brain cells really trying to work. Lamau. That's actually how I struggle to read out loud. Like, you know, in class, like in English, and they're like, can someone read from this section? I'm always like, yo, miss. I'm actually the slow person. Research your GCSEs on your school website. School websites will normally say what exam boards they do. So my school mostly does AQA. So you just go, you have a look. You're like, ooh. And then you decide what course you want to do. Speak to people who do the course if you have them, friends, year above, family. Me, if I did your courses, because some courses are not what you think they would be. I really wanted to do art and I cried so much. I was like, I want to do art, but it didn't work with my timetable. Happy I didn't, because that 5-hour exam was looking a bit too long for me and all the coursework, not for me. But sitting down and having to go to sessions for languages in the language lab and like speaking and stuff, that was calm. I didn't mind doing that because it was only like half an hour a day. Advice for year 10. Year 10s, my people, the exam people. Yeah, keep on acting as if you have exams, because you do next year. The growing boundaries will definitely be impacted, but I don't know like if the actual exam paper will be impacted, to be honest. Basically, the grey boundaries like this. Follow my pen. Woo. Woo. This bump here is the average. Should I get my whiteboard out or am I doing the most? No, I'm not going to get my whiteboard out. So instead of changing the exam paper, they might just literally just shift the grey boundary, and that shows who gets what. It's if you're doing further maths or statistics for GCSE, you've got your standard deviation. They split the graph into 9 sections, and they're like, this percentage of people will get a grade 9, this percentage will get an 8, this percentage will get a 2, whatever, and they'll apply that to the results. So let's say they have all the data from everyone's GCSE results. And they were like, 5% of kids in the country got more than 95% in this GCSE. So 95% will be that grade, that one. And that's how they do the grade boundaries. So they might not actually change the paper. They'll probably change the grade boundaries. And to be honest, they write their papers in advance, like 18 months in advance. And they always have backup papers anyway. So I don't really know what they're going to do about that. Should I buy my A-level books now, even though, what do you mean? Buy A-level books, like textbooks? Because I bought my textbooks in year 11. I bought my GCSE textbooks in year 8. I always buy textbooks in advance. I have so many textbooks right now. Because for BMAT, I got some extra textbooks, and for wider reading as well. So I got the A-level psychology, A-level RS. I don't even know what subject. I have bare textbooks over there and some over here as well. Thanks. How did you learn all those languages in your description? Tips, please. I have a whole playlist on learning languages. I could sit here and talk to you for ages. I literally just listened to a podcast on linguistics and I read books about learning languages. One of my first videos, so you guys probably wouldn't have seen it, but my LA travel vlog, I represented the UK in this science fair on my project on the science of learning a language. Like I had a brain with me and it was so cool and I highlighted the different parts of the brain. I think just surrounding yourself by the language, change the language of your phone, speak it as much as possible, listen to it loads. Podcasts are great, movies are great, music videos are great. One of the reasons I speak such fast Spanish is because I learned how to rap in Spanish because I like Spanish rap. So different things like that, like work out what works for you. I'm currently making like an ebook, a little course thing for my Korean people. My Korean video has 14 or 15k views and I keep getting comments every day. How'd you learn? How'd you learn? How'd you learn? So I'm going to make a little booklet thing for you guys. If you haven't already gone to my website, I already have some Korean stuff on there. I haven't put much on my website because my website's been moving a bit mad. I have GCSE Spanish, Korean, and A-level science on my website, but I'll work on it. Standard deviation in psychology too. Yeah, in science we have standard deviation. In biology we got it, but that's actually how they, I don't want to draw it out, but that's how they make the gray boundaries and stuff. And 45 minutes later she finally starts. With the aid of calculation, normally I get the mark scheme up, but I got removed from the class accidentally. Not accidentally, they removed all of us from my class on Teams so they can update it and put new content there. But I'm like, why would you do that? Because that's my favorite Teams class. Like I was emailing so many people so quickly, like, put me back on the top, put me back. But okay. Teams, for those of you who don't know, it's like a space from Microsoft. Essentially, one team is your class and they will put all the work on there. And what they did in this master team is that they put all of the work for the 2-year course in there. So I was just working at my own pace, but then they kicked us out and now I'm like, what was the reason though? Or what was the reason? My ears are so cold actually. This is actually uncomfortable. With aid of calculations, you know what? Let me look at equilibria real quick. What do I have to do for equilibria? I don't know too much. I've been listening to a lot more podcasts recently. Can I speak English? Yes. I've been listening to a lot more podcasts recently. I've been listening to music as well. Lots of Rotimi. There's a meeting in my bed. All that stuff. But the notes are fine. It's just the exam question. You know what? Catalytic converters, MOT. I don't want to do cars. I'm not interested in cars right now. I don't want to do cars. I'm going to do exam questions instead because it requires less mental activity. The homework will come later. Let's do atomic structure. You know what? Amounts of substance would be nice because it's just some simple calculations. But it's the amount of reading required. I've done the energetics. I've not done equilibria. Periodicity. Have I done periodicity? I don't want to do periodicity. Introduction to organics. Alkanes, halogenoalkanes, alcohols, alkenes, biologia. Oh, what's that? Tellurium. No, thank you. Yep, atomic structure is. Yep. Okay. Next time I'm going to be less talkative and just study because it's been 48 minutes. So I should almost be done now. I was going to do Pomodoro and everything, but here we are. Whoa, it got stuck together. I've stapled it in the wrong place. I've stapled it in the bottom corner because I'm so clever. There's a in my bed. In my bed. In my bed. There's a... Ow! This staple hurt me. Oh, that actually really hurts. Ouch, that's fully painful. And I'm still playing with it as if it's not going to hurt me anymore. Where's my stapler? Oh, for all the people asking about sixth form, get a stapler, please. You can turn up with nothing else. If you have a stapler, it'll be fine. Not nothing else. Of course, you need to turn up to class. Don't just send a stapler in lieu of yourself, but the stapler is the foundation of the whole college, A-level, university experience. All the handouts your teachers give you, stapler. Exam questions, stapler. Exam papers, stapler. What are your aspirations? I love epidemiology, so I would love to get into research, but I also love plastic surgery. Like deadass, I genuinely love plastic surgery. I was hoping to do a placement this summer, but as you know, Miss Rona has cancelled all my plans. I was meant to go to a residential last week at Oxford. I was so excited. I planned my outfits the moment I got a place in it. I said, I've got my outfits, check, work, check. I got all my required practicals moved, but Miss Rona said no. I was going to go to a different one over summer. Cancelled. I had work experience. I don't even know if that's cancelled. Everything cancelled. Miss Rona really just wants to ruin my life. I really hope she goes away by next year, because after A-levels, I was planning we're going to go to Carney, we're going to go to Afro Nations, we're going to live our best life. I also wanted to go to India, you know, but everything's cancelled because Miss Corona wants to ruin my life. So I think what I'm going to do, instead of going to Carney, I'll just go on like house party or something, or Zoom, get my friends there, play some music, and we'll vibe. That's how it's going to be because I can't leave my house. Okay, define the term mass number of an atom. The mass number of an isotope of nitrogen is 15. Deduce the number of each fundamental particles. Okay, so you have what do you have in you have protons, neutrons, electrons. Wow, that's actually how my brain feels today. I'm actually not slow. I did do like 4 hours of maths before getting on live, so my brain cells a bit. The grey matter doesn't want to listen to me. I was supposed to be in a CAM masterclass. Don't even get me started on masterclasses. I'm so happy I got to one at the start of the year, so last year. But since then, I'm sorry to inform you, but due to everything's been cancelled. I mean, I'm getting so many emails, and I'm like, I don't want it to be cancelled. Where's my periodic table? I just changed my bed sheets. I have my periodic table bed sheets as well. I literally changed them this morning. You guys are seeing the nicest angles on me. Where is my periodic table though? Because I can find my diagram of the body. Do you guys remember this? It's from the background of my old videos. I'm not saying I don't like physiology, but I'm saying it is very complex. It's so difficult. No, it's not difficult. Don't say anything is difficult. Don't manifest negative energy. Oh, this is so useful. I don't know if any of you sixth form, that's the rotor. Oh, the rotor's cancelled as well. Everything's cancelled. Your room is so clean because I cleaned my room earlier today. I cleaned my room on Friday night / Saturday morning. I left my bin downstairs. I literally just emptied out my bin. Actually, my room is not clean. What are you talking about? My bed is a mess. I'm trying to reorganize all my folders. For my year 12 people, if you're still here, I'll try and turn this into a worksheet and put it on my website, because I can't put this up there. This is from my school. I can't just put this stuff up there. I feel like that's plagiarism. But you need to be... Why are we even doing this? We are going to go to uni. We are going to go to uni. We are going to go to uni. I feel like Miss Rona has me a bit pessimistic. But this is a really good sheet, and it's questions you should be asking yourself before applying to a uni. Other than what I said about the med school stuff, because obviously med schools look at 4 or 5 things in different orders, and you need to consider where are my strengths. You need to think about entrance requirements, special requirements, number of applications versus number of places, because certain courses are more competitive, even in certain unis. So everyone knows ouch. Ouch. Woo. Sorry. Everyone knows Oxbridge is super competitive, but certain courses are more competitive than others. For example, economics is way more competitive than Chinese and chemistry. Chinese and chemistry are 2 of the least competitive courses at Oxford. So you need to be looking at that. Course type, is it a degree? Is it foundation year? Duration, course title, and accreditation. If you're trying to go into certain areas like psychology, for example, you need to look to see who's accredited that degree. Like who said that degree is okay. For most med schools, I would say about every med school in the UK, unless it's some like dodgy med school like next to the corner shop, they will be accredited by the official governing board of the country for medicine and stuff. But make sure you double check, because especially in newer and smaller universities, they might not have the same accreditation. So you don't want to go and waste your time and money on a course when you're not going to get the qualification you think you're getting. Next thing is to think about the course outline. So what topics are you doing? With me, I'm big on research, and there's certain areas I want to go into. I mentioned plastic surgery. I mentioned epidemiology. 3 out of the 4 unis I'm applying to have everything I'm looking for. Even when it's certain things, like if you're someone doing forensic science, if you're doing medicine, do you want to do dissections or protosections? Protosections is when everything's already like dissected for you. It's probably frozen or like jelly or something else, and you go have a look. Me personally, I like a good dissection. So I called up all my unis. I said, hey, do you do dissections? What's the ratio of cadavers to students? Like, it sounds so bad and so like morbid, but I had to know, look, this school has a forensic science school as well. So it's like 20 students to one dead body. And that's not necessarily the level of contact that you might be wanting. The next thing is course assessment. Is it coursework, presentations, continuous assessment, examinations? The course location, are you in one site or is it in different places? For example, if you're a medical person, if you are doing a traditional course, you're going to be in one place whilst you study medicine, science, physiology, psychology, everything. But when you're doing your clinical stuff, so if you're doing problem-based learning, you're going to be everywhere from day one. Do you have the means of transport for that? Do you have the money to be traveling like that? Do you have a car? Can you drive? Those things. Write down what you do and what you don't like about the course. You've got a really nice map here so you can say where your course is. I filled this out for all the places I wanted to do. Also, think about the distance from home, travel costs. Is it in a big city? Is it in a small town? Is it a campus? Is it collegiate like Oxbridge and Warwick? I think. I was about to say Warsaw, but I was like, does Warsaw even have a university? University type, is it a new one? Is it this, is it that? Possibility of halls, cost, accommodation, facilities. And another thing to think about is you specifically. So with me, I called up, for example, Newcastle. I was like, look, do you have a Black student union? Do you have an ACS? Like, what do you have? That's for me specifically. For my Muslim friends, for example, like even choosing a college they're going to apply to, if they're applying to Oxbridge, does it have a prayer room? If you're someone who is LGBT, you might want to have some kind of society there. If you're like, look for specific things to you and your lifestyle. If you do tennis, do they have a tennis society? Like, go and find those things. Me personally, another thing I looked at was like hate crimes and like events, like racist events happening in the schools, because I was like, so there were certain schools I was like, that looks cute. Then I was like, wait, that happened last. Sorry. So do as much research as possible. I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. What else has been said? I share a room. It makes being clean. It does make being clean harder. I've shared a room in the past, and even in like residentials and trips, I've beefed people. When I was in China, that's my best friend, but we're very different people when it comes to like organization. I was like, why are you not putting things back into your suitcase? Ooh, it's been 1 hour. That's meant to be my Pomodoro. Sylvia. Hey, Sylvia. I'm so happy I found your channel today. Thank you. I'm happy you found my channel today as well. What uni are you applying to? I'm applying to a few different ones. Can I even remember? Oh yeah, I changed. I didn't even tell you guys. Story time. There's this one uni. I'm not going to say what uni it is, but I'm going to say it's the University of Calculators. And they were one of my dream schools for time. I was like, that is my school if I don't get into my first choice. And I called them up, and it was the worst experience of my life. They put me on, like, I was on the phone for 1 hour. I was meant to be preparing for my lesson that was coming afterwards. They like kept on directing me to the wrong people. I was like, I'm not asking difficult questions because I just spoke to Newcastle before you and they solved all my problems in 17 minutes and they sent me an email. Why is it taking you so long? The lady was so rude. She's like, I'm not paid enough for this. I was like, yo, I didn't come to beef you. I just came to ask about your uni. So yeah, it's important to call up unis if you can't go to open days, which is most of us right now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I changed my list. So I'm thinking Imperial, King's, Nottingham, Oxford. Who am I missing? Wait, how many did I say? Newcastle. I like Newcastle as well. And then my fifth option is going to be Nottingham Engineering, because your boy can engineer. I'll probably do it with the foundation year maybe, but I'm thinking chemical engineering because you only need chemistry and maths. At the end of the day, message retracted. Okay. Ooh, the T, I was fuming. I really walked into my biology lesson like, why would you waste my time? Why would you fully waste my time? Because I told you what I wanted and you couldn't fulfill. Okay. Wow, you are so smart. Thank you. How do you even study during this time? I just sit down and study. It's that simple. I don't want to all the time, but I just sit down like, look, at the end of the day, I still have exams. And for applying to medicine, it's not going to go from May to November. It's going to go from September to November. So I need to revise whilst I have the time before I get stressed. You said 4. I said 4. Oxford, Imperial, King's, Newcastle, non-medical one. I'm thinking about applying abroad as well because BMAT is taken internationally and I speak Spanish and I speak Chinese. So I'm actually taking an online medical course in Spanish. Es un poco difícil, pero movemos. We move. But yeah, why do you have the feeling? Why do I have the feeling that it's Oxbridge? It's not Oxbridge. It's a London one. It's a London one. And the way I was disappointed because I'd gone through their prospectus, I'd gone through their website, and a lot of things that they said weren't in line with what the lady was saying on the phone. Because I ended up speaking to the head of their course. She's an actual doctor. She's a little bit busy. She was like, "Yo, I'm actually at work. Like, what's going on?" That's how bad it was. It really passed me to the absolute worst person and she was the best person, but the wrong person, because I'm like, she's actually busy. She has to, I don't know, save lives. But a lot of things they say on their website were like half truth, because obviously they have to promote their school. But they were like, yeah, we're really big on dissection. No, in your third year, it's an optional course that only like 2 students take anyway. So I was like, oh, so that's not really what you said. And they're like, oh, we're big on research. No, you just do your own placement in 2 weeks. And am I actually going to get, like, I'm big on research, and you're telling me I can research, but I can't actually research. It's like an optional thing that I do, and it's not even a proper part of my course. I don't get accredited for it. I can't even get public. What are you saying? Because you're not in line. You're not in line. Out of line. XD. I am not Sylvia. I'm Annalisa. Hi, Annalisa. Sylvia is my mom. Oh, hi, Annalisa. Wait, is it Bart's? That's what happened to me. It's not Bart's. I didn't even consider Bart's, but wow, that's interesting. Is it King's? No, I love King's. I'm still applying. Speak some French. Bonjour. Je ne sais pas ce que je dois dire. Alors, je ne sais pas. Désolée. Bon, sinon, je suis dans ma chambre. Il y a des affiches sur les murs. Actuellement, I don't know what to talk about. J'ai écouté un podcast en français. C'était au sujet des robots. Comme Pepper. Pepper, c'est mon... Well, she's not my robot, but I borrowed her from the university, you get me. Mais oui, c'était intéressant. Il y a des problèmes éthiques, spécialement avec les robots autonomes pour faire la guerre. Par exemple, les drones dans Irak et Afghanistan, il y a it's a bit of beef, it's a bit of a sticky one. Yeah, I don't know what to say. But it was about robots. I listened to one about linguistics. I listened to a few. I've been listening to French in my sleep, so I'm like, ooh, is it actually working? I don't know. I actually have a French textbook on the floor over there. Advanced French, because I'm trying to learn more advanced level. Because the thing about my French is I only speak to teenagers, people younger than me, people in my group, and I just want to like improve so I could like speak more advanced. Because even with Spanish, I can sit here, I can explain like some chemistry, some physics, some engineering things, because I've spoken to people more advanced in Spanish, but in French, I'm just like trying to learn. So in that book, I've got some economics, some racism, some social problems, some different things about French in there. The French teacher actually accidentally sent me, A-level French homework, so I might actually go and have a look at that. Like, I want to have specific French, not just chatting to my mates French. I'm studying French, and what advice do you have to learn French quickly? Learn the difference between fast French and slow French. Fast French isn't slow French said quicker. It's like if I say I'm gonna do this, if you slow down gonna, it's still gonna, it's not going to. And I'm not even talking about slang. There's certain things like je suis, no, suis. Like, learn the difference. Listen to as much French as possible. I'm always gonna say podcast. Like, I don't even know. Go on Quizlet, learn French every day, listen to French, turn your phone into French, speak French to yourself in the shower. I feel like my family just accepted this because there's my room, there's like, it goes into my bathroom, but you can go through my bathroom to my sister's room, like it's a Jack and Jill. So my sister will hear me speaking to myself in French, and that's really, we just accept it at this point. It's a thing now. I speak to myself in French and Spanish, maybe some Korean, depending on how I'm feeling, a little bit of Chinese, but it will help you because at least you're speaking out loud. And even if you do find a French person to speak with and practice with, they're not going to correct everything you say. Like, my Spanish friends, my people, they let me say I'm pregnant every 30 seconds for the last 3 years until I realized that's not actually how you say embarrassed. That's how you say I'm pregnant. And I was like, why didn't anyone correct me? Because I've been going around telling everyone I'm pregnant when I'm actually clearly not pregnant anyway. But people won't correct everything you say. So you have to learn to correct yourself, record yourself whilst you speak it, listen back to it after a while. What kind of doctor is your mum? She is an obstetrician, gynecologist, and she does IVF. I've been meaning to go on live with her. Obviously, because of COVID, she's been busy, but what they're doing at her hospital is they're giving everyone 1 week on, 1 week off. So next week is meant to be her week off because I've not really seen her that much this week. So we will do something together. I've been wanting to do this series, like, because I'm a big feminist. So I was like, do something about like female health, like your female mental health, your female sexual health, your female physical health, and different things like that. But at the same time, I do acknowledge that some of you guys are still a little bit young, because even my racism video, I was waiting for that one, and like certain videos I want to make, I'm like, but I'm still kind of young, I'm still a minor, but my 18th birthday is coming up, so afterwards I'm going to get Tootsie and Danny back on this channel, and we're going to chat absolute nonsense like we always do, but we actually move. But yeah, mum's a lady doctor. She'll be on this channel at some point soon, hopefully. How do you know those languages? I have a video on how I learned 7 languages. And then since then, how did I learn an extra 2? I don't even remember what the extra 2 are. Sometimes I really confuse myself because I don't actually know how to speak any language. Like, the more I learn languages, the worse my English gets. But it's really just speaking as much as possible. But it also depends on your goals. Some people want to speak, some people want to be academic. For example, Pimsleur. There are loads of polyglots on YouTube who swear and live and die by Pimsleur. Me personally, I'm not a fan. But if you watch my Swahili video, that's how I learned Swahili, because I only wanted to speak Swahili. I didn't care about the grammar like that. I just wanted to speak. And different audio courses like that are great if you want to speak right now. I'm doing research for my Korean ebook, and I listened to their Korean course, and I was like, you know what? If you want to speak Korean from like 2 minutes straight away, it's good. But if you want to actually know what you're saying and understand the conjugation from an academic point of view, it's not the place for you. So you just think about your goals in the language that will impact what you do. How are you planning on preparing for the UCAT? I didn't want to prepare for the UCAT. Lola, I don't want to do it. All my friends in the year above said Medify. Medify is the way to go. Go get yourself a subscription, do a bunch of questions. I have done one UCAT before. Didn't do great. I got 540 in my first ever UCAT. And for my UCAT score, I need to get at least 700. So we're working on that, but we actually have time. Yeah, that's about it. Do it on a laptop. The whole textbook UCAT. What are you doing? It's a laptop. It's a digital exam. Don't use paper for that. Can you make a video for French? I know a little bonjour. What type of video do you mean for French? I don't really understand. Have I done the work I said I was going to do? You know what? Next time we'll do a live study with me. Right now, it's just been a chit-chat video, to be honest. That tea is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Anyway. Gotta stay hydrated. Also, can we talk about the fact that this water bottle matches my... Hello. It matches this. It also matches my coat. It matches my room. It matches everything. As you can tell, we got a lot of pink. Pink. Behind you, pink. My BTS banner is actually purple, so it kind of ruins the vibe, but we move. I really want to go to Newcastle, but UCAT, don't even talk about UCAT. UCAT's a bit of a triggering one for me. Newcastle looks so good. I really like them. And I think it's also because the lady on the phone was so nice. And she had like, is Scouse Newcastle or is Scouse Liverpool? But she had that Newcastle accent. Is Newcastle Geordie? I think Newcastle's Geordie, but she had that really nice, sweet accent. And I was like, So my BTS banner for my concert is purple. So it kind of ruins the color scheme, but we move. Do you have a particular area of science you want to study further? You know what? I do. I love disease. I love HIV and AIDS and coronavirus. All those things are interesting to me. Viruses in particular. I'm actually about to read a textbook on viruses. I love viruses. I like neuropsychological stuff, but sometimes I look at psychology and I'm like, wow, because in the course I want to study for medicine, there's a lot of psychology in that course. And I'm like, wow, I haven't done this at A-level, but we move. So I do like psychological stuff. Neuroscience is my first love, but do I want to be studying until I'm like 45? Not studying, but like not qualified. You get me? Because even when you get qualified, you still have to study. You have to stay on top of your game. And every couple of years, you have to retake your exams in the UK to qualify, even though I'm not really planning on staying in the UK. Hopefully, I'm going to practice somewhere else because plastic surgery isn't that big in the UK. But, Yeah, I do love Neuro. It's just long. Like, it's so long. It's so long. Lola, yes. Newcastle sounds like a cute place. Newcastle looks so cute. Newcastle, Liverpool, and Manchester have such nice campuses, but like Manchester is the biggest one in the country. I would love it because Manchester, China, they got links. Liverpool, China, they got links. I'm applying to a lot of places with links in China because I just sort of, sorry, my brain. So I started thinking about Nicki Minaj lyrics like, bro, at the pink Lamborghini just to race with China, bro, to race to China, just to race in China, little. Sorry, I think my brain works on Nicki Minaj lyrics at this point. But yeah, I wouldn't mind studying out there for a while. So even for my engineering that I'm applying to in, what's it called? In Nottingham. Nottingham have a China and a Malaysia campus, so I'm trying to apply to Nottingham and get to China ASAP. Liverpool has a year abroad to China. I'm from Manchester. Hey! Is that Fintan Quinn? Hi, Fintan Quinn. But yeah, I really like to study out there in China. Sorry, every time I say China, I suddenly start thinking about Nicki Minaj lyrics, and that is not the type of link I should be making right now. I really do. Have you guys heard Yikes? Oh, that's such a good song. I learned some choreo to Yikes. Like, ooh, woke up the price of oh. Nah, I really do love Nicki Minaj. I feel like the last 3 minutes have just been me talking about Nicki Minaj. There's 2 Manchester universities next to each other. I don't know the second one. I only know the University of Manchester, like the EST purple and yellow one. Those guys, I think Manchester and Coventry are the big guys when you're talking about Chinese. So the Confucius Institute are the people who sent, so my trip to China, they sorted out most of that. I went to their headquarters in China, and they send out like Chinese teachers, like TAs to different schools. So those are the Coventry guys. And then the official like HSK exams, I know Manchester are like in charge of that in the UK. So I like those guys for China. Sorry, my brain cells really do stop working because I've really been thinking about Nicki Minaj lyrics. Lil Trini, but she mixed with China. Oh, I need an English Swahili. Wafahamu Kiswahili kidogo. I've not spoken Swahili since I've moved to this house, honestly. Because I don't really have Swahili people around me. That's the thing. I know there's one guy in my church who speaks Swahili, but I actually need someone to speak Swahili with. Even like on my Zim and like different South African friends. Not like South Africa, the country, but the south of Africa, like Botswana, all those guys. Most of them speak Shona and like just not Swahili. I don't have any Swahili people. But I've done nothing. I'm looking at this as if it's going to do itself. It's not going to do itself. That's actually how it works. This is a touch screen, so I need to be careful. Have you ever been bored since quarantine, and how do you cope? I don't really get bored that easily because my mind is always going so quickly. And also, like I said, I've been sick for most of the time, so I've been asleep, unconscious, not around. Let me think. How do you cope? Exercise. I'm addicted to K-dramas and Chinese dramas. Because the thing is, I was preparing for my Chinese exam, so I didn't allow myself to watch any K-dramas. I was only allowing Chinese dramas and only allowing Chinese content, input, getting ready for the exam. And then obviously exams are cancelled. So now I'm just catching up with loads of K-dramas. Like, I don't know how I watch them so quickly and still get work done. I'm confused myself. Are they going to delay early entry date? Probably. In my medical group chat, that's what they said. They said UCAS is thinking about putting it back. Have you gotten into Target Oxbridge? I have. How did you know? Have you ever? Nah, but the thing about Target Oxbridge is that a lot of the events are cancelled. There was meant to be one in London, then one in Oxford, then one in Cambridge. Everything's cancelled. We've had to do webinars and other things instead because large gatherings. It's a very large gathering. You mentioned applying. Did I mention applying to? Dang, I already mentioned. It's actually rough. Like, the application is actually wow. Like, I'm actually shook. For those of you who don't know, if you or your parents was born in Africa or the Caribbean, you can apply, and essentially they will give you support into getting into Oxbridge top unis. And yeah, the interview was difficult, but it was fun. You get me? But it's only fun because I'm super academic. Wait, what's happened to my braid? Sorry. Did I braid this at a weird angle? I guess I got tired. What happened to you? Oh yeah, I braided it down. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my braids. You said that you were going to apply. Yeah, you know what? I was hyping it up because I discovered this like 2 or 3 years ago, and I was like, oh, I want to apply, I want to apply, I want to apply. And when application time came, I was like, okay, I'm going to sit down with my dad. I'm going to do it really organized because my dad's really good at like applications, and he's helped me with all my applications to everything, and I always get in when I do it with him. And then we have this thing in school where it's like supervised study, so you have to go to the library for 2 hours, and they mark you in, and it's the bane of my existence. Don't get me wrong. It's a useful 2 hours and I'm very productive. But I'm like, why are you forcing me to come to the library? Because I was going to come to the library anyway. But because you're forcing me to come to the library, now I don't want to come to the library. So I was starting to find studying with 2 of my friends. They're so iconic. And we were like, you know what? Let's just fill this application up right now. And I was like, and I genuinely didn't think I was going to get in because we just rushed the application like. But then they were like, hey, you've been longlisted, and then they'll be like shortlisted, and they're like, my school gives support to apply to Cambridge. That's great. That's very great. I think the people who have support are very lucky. Some schools give support, some schools don't. It's a hit and miss. The sun's coming out a bit. I would love to go on a walk, but I've already used my I've already used my have I turned it off? I've used my outing for today. Oh, am I wearing it the wrong way around? I am. My bad. Let me turn this off. I don't have any support, sadly. Google is the best place to go. YouTube is a good place as well. It might take a bit longer because it's not given to you, but yeah, that's the best advice I can give. And then I don't know if you're in year 12 or not, if you are in year 11 and you're going to year 12, make sure you choose a school that has support for the things you want to do. For example, I've already mentioned one of the schools I got into, they push out lawyers. This school, they push out a couple more doctors. So really think about it. Are you reading any books at the moment? What am I reading at the moment? It's opened, but I've not read it with my eyes yet, but it's opened. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, The Thing Around Your Neck. How We Die, I'm reading that as well, which I really feel like I've taken a break because obviously this is a very scary time. People are dying, so I don't know if reading a book about dying is the best thing to do right now because I don't want to scare myself. What else am I reading? I'm reading, you know what? I'm forcing myself to read some anti-vax books because I'm doing my EPQ on vaccines and like public health, and it just agitates me. I understand everyone's allowed to have their opinion, but I'm very pro-vaccination, obviously. And sometimes I look at these things, I'm like, wow, you guys are really trusting an ex-physician from the 1980s in your opinions about the whole autism and vaccines. Okay, sure. What's your favorite K-drama? I don't know. That's a sticky one. I would say Itaewon Class, purely because Sayori's haircut and like just the dynamic, the relationship with Tony. I don't really know how I felt about Tony in the drama. Like, not that I had a problem with him being the drama, but the way he was portrayed, I think it was great because I didn't expect to see a black person in the K-drama. I was like, whoa. But I don't really know. It's just a bit random. Because I was like, if he's saying he's half Korean, then why didn't you get a half Korean? But maybe that's just me. Because I was like, Then again, some people are mixed and don't look mixed. Like, I have friends who are half something and they look full something. So it's really genetics. Are you reading any books at the moment? Yeah, I'm reading books. I'm reading a lot of academic books, to be honest. Probably things that would bore you guys. So like my articles on HIV. I've been reading about HIV. That's my bedtime reading. I have an armchair in the corner. Like you can see that's my boom. That's my side table. That's my Bible. I also have a New Scientist on top of there and a bunch of other academic reading. I think I've got a BMJ on there. So that's a British Medical Journal. Then here, where you guys can't see, I've got an armchair. So I sit there every morning, read about HIV, which I enjoy. It sounds weird, but I genuinely do. What advice would you give yourself to force it? You shouldn't force yourself to do wider reading. It should be about things that interest you. I'm not interested in gastrointestinal stuff. I'm not interested in urology, so I don't read about that stuff. Of course, if you want to study medicine, you're going to have to do that stuff at some point. But read what you like. I like studying HIV and AIDS because it's worse in sub-Saharan Africa. I'm from sub-Saharan Africa. I'm a feminist. It impacts women a lot more because, if you've read my article, semen stays inside of you and the HIV can stay there and wait around for a bit, just like we're going to infect you, but the other way around, it's harder to infect people. So like I'm fully interested and invested in this, and that's why I read about it. I have a bunch of articles there on bats in Africa, because I feel like a lot of my research is just Africa because I care about Africa. But even things like genes, I love genes. The whole exam question stuff, I'm like, ooh, I don't like that. But reading about it, it's so interesting in how you do those things. Like wider reading should be what you're interested in. And not all my wider reading is medical. Some of my wider reading is sociology. I read a lot about sexuality. I'm really interested in sexology as a subject. I read about, for example, racism from a sociological aspect. I read about history. I'm a literature nerd. I like reading about those things, listening to podcasts. Like your wider reading should, like, it should be things that interest you. Things that interest you, yeah. Are you doing any extracurricular things to support your application? Maybe, I don't know. Extracurricular and supercurricular are two different things. Right now, I feel like all extracurricular is cancelled because obviously social distancing. But supercurricular, just reading, online courses, podcasts, lectures, anything you can do. But it should be things you're interested in. Don't force yourself. If you're forcing yourself, then you need to reconsider whether you like this thing or not and whether you're invested. How do you structure your time for your EPQ? I don't really know. I just do it because it's on something I'm interested in and it's something I read about anyway. So what I'm doing is that I just read and I'll put it into my references. I won't necessarily start writing yet. I've only done like my introduction in the first half of it, but like it should be something you're interested in. It should never, if you're feeling forced, then you're in the wrong place. I literally only watch one TV show and I'm not even going to watch the next season unless they bring back a character after they were. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to get a plane and fly and go and sit down with all these writers and tell them to stop killing my favorite characters and kill off the characters we don't watch. My ID is Gangnam BT. Why did we save Siwa? Was there any need to save her as a character? What did she bring to the table? What did she add? Please answer me, because I don't know why they didn't let the character go. But then characters I do like, they're like, sorry, even Itaewon Class, Seri's dad. Why would you do that? He was a good character. Why would you? I need to have an interview with some of these writers and know, why do you kill off good characters? It's not making any sense. It doesn't make sense. Sorry, I'm getting a bit too invested, because why are you killing off the good characters? Also, another thing about Asian dramas is, where do they get these white people from? Like, they have foreigners, but they don't sound foreign. Like, it sounds like, I don't even know. Like, I remember my first ever Chinese drama was 2014, and they had this guy who was meant to be American Mike. Mike wasn't actually a white guy. It was just a Chinese guy who dyed his hair yellow, not even blonde, yellow. And I was like, did you think we wouldn't notice? Did you think we didn't notice? Because that's a Chinese man with yellow hair. That's actually not a white guy. Where did they get them from? Where do they get them from? Because I'm like, I look around me, I'm like, there's actually plenty of white actors in the world. What are these Chinese dramas doing? And Korean dramas. How do you access the BMJ? I think you have to subscribe. There's a student BMJ. I get my BMJ because my mom's a doctor, but the student BMJ is just as good. I don't really know the difference. I've read both. But yeah, exactly. Stop killing. Why do they kill the characters? There's no reason to kill the characters. I'm watching a drama right now, and if they kill I'm watching Walk of Love. If they kill the wife who was cheating on her husband even before they got married, I won't be mad. I won't be mad, because she was a trashy character anyway. I didn't like her anyway, because how are you going to get married to this man knowing full well you're already sleeping with someone else? And then she aborted the kid without telling him, and now I literally turned off the I'm actually going to go and watch it now. Like, some of these dramas, like, oh, I've been watching a lot of Indian movies as well. Actually, I love a good Indian movie. Like, I actually need one of my Indian friends to get married because I'm ready. I'm ready to dance. Like, I'm ready. Like, I don't know if you see on my community tab, but when I'm wearing that blonde wig and that bodycon, leopard print dress, I went to a party, right? She was Indian, and at some point, like towards the end of the night, they were playing Indian music. I was like, yo, when you get married, babes, let me know, because I'm ready. Because Indian weddings actually take time, and they're long and they're fun. Like, that'd be so good. And there's this new movie coming out. It's like a cross between Nollywood and Bollywood, and I'm waiting. Obviously, Corona means like it's not going to come out for a while because they have to stop filming, but I can't wait, because the Indian wedding is lit and the Nigerian wedding is lit. So if you put an Indian, like the two of them together, that's going to be so much fun. Like, I can't wait, because Bollywood is one thing, Nollywood is one thing. Together, I'm like, whoa. Sorry, I'm getting so excited. Anyway, have I ended up studying here? No. The show I'm watching is a K-drama, and fans started a petition to bring my characters back. That's how I feel, because some of you that's actually how I feel. I've been on live for so long. I have a Skype meeting in a second. So I'm going to say bye to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's been great. I won't just tell you 20 minutes before I go live. I will actually plan my lives. I'm planning on going live probably 8 a.m. in the morning. If it's a bit early for you guys, I apologize, but that's when I start off studying. And it's the best time to go live because it's before my actual lessons start at 9 a.m. So yeah, as always, smile, subscribe, study hard, slay hard. I won't be uploading tomorrow. I'm still doing 2 uploads a week, but if I go live, can you say Habari? Habari. If I do go live, that will be instead of my normal upload video schedule stuff, but I will get back onto my schedule. Church is on Sunday, so I can't really live stream on a Sunday because church is going on at my normal upload time. Anyway, bye guys. I'm still working out how to end the screen. This is a touch screen. I can use my fingers. Wow. Ooh, am I still live? I think I'm still live. What's going on? What is going on? Are you sure you want to end the live screen? Bye guys.